It is a beautiful warm day today, and I'm out and about in my area collecting free garden resources. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you to all my old subscribers and welcome to all my new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. So today was such a beautiful day. The temperatures were in the 70s, and I decided to get out of the house and complete some of my gardening tasks in collecting free resources in my area and just get some fresh air, a change of scenery. Being in the house day in, day out starts to wear on you, so getting out into the fresh air was a real treat for me today. So I'm actually going around in my local area to collect some free gardening resources that I use pretty much just about every year. So my area, they actually collect yard waste, as in leaves, limbs and stuff, and they compost it down into compost. But as you can see, I'm a little late to this party, and it's pretty much all gone. I got a little bit, but not as much as I wanted, but I will make do with what I've got. But this is a local park, as you can see, but they also have a gardening club here where you can either, I think, rent a space or take care of a space, and you can grow your own food here. So in my area, if you don't have like space to garden, you could probably find something like this, like a gardening club. So my next stop was to an organic farm, and I came for this in particular. This is horse manure that I'm going to compost down and put into my garden. But they also had firewood if you needed that, as well as wood shavings. So now to get everything home. So this is the compost that I got from that pile that was left. And then this is the horse manure that I got from the organic farm. And I'm going to turn this into black gold, as they call it. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do it in my wheelbarrow. It's not a lot of it. I didn't get a lot because I don't really need a lot. And I decided I want to try and do it in a smaller area. So I'm going to do it in my wheelbarrow and see how that works out. I usually put it in my driveway, but unfortunately this year that isn't feasible. So I'm going to do it in my wheelbarrow. So what I do is I just dump one of the bags out, and I'm going to wet it down to make sure it's well saturated. And I'm just going to put the other bag on top of it and then use the black plastic bags to go over it. And I'll do that for 2 weeks. Well, actually I'll cover it for 2 weeks, turn it, and then cover it for another 2 weeks. So since it's now in the wheelbarrow, I've mounted it up, it's wet down, and I'm just going to put the plastic bags over it and put a couple of rocks on it to just keep the plastic down, because we are expecting rain, and I want to try to keep the rain off of this because it's already wet down. It doesn't really need any more rain. So I'm just going to cover it, and then I'll leave it for 2 weeks. So the wheelbarrow situation did not work. It got wet and it was holding a lot of water, so I put it on the ground between my recycle compost pile and where we plant the potatoes. So there was a little bit of room in there, so that's where I put it. So on another day, I picked up some of these free wooden pellets. What I'm going to use them for is to divide up my big main garden. But you can use them for so many different projects in and around the garden that they are almost indispensable in most gardens. I have made tables out of them. I've made planters. I've made so many things out of them. And these ones I'm going to use, like I said, to divide up my garden. And here are some of the other ideas you can use these wooden pellets for: planters, different raised beds, as well as you can use them as is and just do things like spices. I've seen strawberries in them. So that's one or a couple of different ways you can use these wooden pallets in your garden. And these I found for free by looking at Craigslist for listings. So as you can see, there are many free and cheap gardening resources that you can take advantage of. With just a little bit of time and patience, you too can find these resources. Now, you can find them on places like I did, like Craigslist, bulletin boards. Word of mouth is another great tool to utilize as well. So go out there and make your 2021 Victory Garden the best one yet. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. Thank you very much and have a great day.